Hey guys, how's it going? This is Max coming back with a new year and a whole ton of reviews for you guys. I do appreciate you guys being really patient with me. I know it's been a few weeks since I've been posting anything. I've had a lot of huge things happen to me in the beginning of the year. I actually got a new house, so I've been moving in. I've had to do a lot of remodeling, so I've had very limited time with getting some videos in, so I do appreciate the patience, guys, but now the time is finally here. I got some time on my hands, so we're going to start doing some reviews, shooting demos, slow motion videos, you know, the whole everything, I guess. But I also want to just spend, a quick 30 seconds here just taking the time to thank you guys so much for being so dedicated to my channel. Recently we've hit over 1,100, almost 1,200 subscribers right now on my channel, and I'm just thankful for you guys that you enjoy my content and like sticking around and just, viewing everything that I put up there. Again, you guys are the real MVPs, and I really do appreciate all the effort, from you guys, just liking the videos, sharing them, commenting, subscribing, everything. I really do appreciate it, guys. You guys are the best thing ever, and I really do appreciate it, and I'm just going to keep coming at you with some more awesome content. So, right in front of me, guys, if you recall watching my unboxing video for Christmas, which Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, by the way, you saw that I had a whole ton of guns unboxing, over $500 worth from Evic. So one of them right here is being the ASG Spas 12, and that's by ASG. So basically this is going to be kind of like a clone from the Tokyo Marui Spas 12. So this one's going to be a little bit different. I mean, this is kind of the more affordable version of the Spas 12 compared to the Tokyo Marui. I guess mainly because there's a few extra parts here and there, and then obviously the quality on the Tokyo Marui, of course, is going to surpass ASG. But anyway, this is going to be the review on the ASG model. So basically, when you get the box, this is what it's going to look like. It looks very nice. When I got it, it was kind of like plastic wrapped all around, and underneath it's going to be one of these like foam bottoms, and then it'll basically tell you what's going to be all included with the gun itself, which I'll go into in depth. So the box itself came in perfect condition. This one, price range is right around, I got it on sale for $47 on Evic. So I mean, I got this, I think, let me see, from what I recall, I think it was around Black Friday. So they had a ton of sales, and I got this thing for like a steal. I think usually it's like 60 bucks. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and get this bad boy opened up. So box comes in this nice shiny cardboard, which, it's like a laminated cardboard. You're gonna have the instructions, or not instructions, like lots of warning labels. It looks like, from what it looks like, it comes in like 2 different versions. So I don't know what other version there is of this gun, and then ASG right there, and a nice picture of the gun, and then Franchi or Franchi. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that, so you guys can correct me on that. But so opening up this awesome shotgun is, let's see, first thing, the manual. So the Franchi Spas 12 user manual. So this is just going to be, I don't know, it's pretty basic stuff, I guess. Let's see what we got in here. So basically showing, the cartridge, the safeties, the sights, trigger, for this little diagram here, and then just a bunch of warning symbols, wearing eye protection, don't look down the barrel, and don't aim at people or try to disassemble yourself type deal. Let's see what else we got here. So this is just looks like instructions on how to use the safety, how to load the cartridge, load the BBs into the cartridge, put the cartridge in, and then just a little bit of information. So we take a look here. So it looks like the weight, let's see, it's about 2,000 grams. So I'm not too familiar with my metrics there. But I'm going to say it's probably a couple pounds for sure. Length looks like 780 millimeters. The caliber for the BBs, 6 millimeter. Capacity per shell is 30. And material, it's like a mix of metal and ABS plastic, 0.6 joules, and about 246 feet per second for the tri-shot. This is a tri-shot shotgun, by the way. This is not a single shot. So these are, well, it looks like they have like an accessory lineup of what you can get with ASG, but that's the manual. So now getting into what's included with the gun itself, obviously you got the shotgun, Next you have is one of these speed loaders, which they came with a baggie of BBs, but I already just threw them in here just to get rid of that baggie. But this is going to be just the basic speed loader with the little button here to click to open the top, and then into the cartridge itself. Then the cool thing is it actually comes with not one but two of these cartridges that hold 30 rounds each. So basically, since it's a tri-shot, you have 30 BBs in here, you're going to get about 10 shots in total. So with these two together, 20 shots. So if you actually use a shotgun on the field pretty heavily, I'd recommend getting a few of these. Now actually I think there was one more thing in there. Let me pull it out. Looks like there's an unjamming rod in there too. So it's always handy with these kind of rifles. They have like a really huge unjamming rod that they put in here. But now for the main piece there, the actual Spas 12. So let me go ahead and get this box out of the way real quick so we can actually look at the gun a little better. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. And I mean, just right out of the box, it looks really nice. I mean, the material, in my opinion, it's made really well. I like how this feels, how it looks. I mean, even though this is just a clone from the Tokyo Marui, you know, obviously going to be the cheaper version, you know, it still looks amazing for $47. I mean, I just can't even complain one bit. I mean, everything is like a really smooth, like a polymer. Basically, what's polymer on here is everything except, I think, so you got this little loop here. Let me see what else here. I think the sights are actually made out of metal as well. I know the barrels, so this top portion and then this gas tube here, that's all made out of metal. And I don't know how far in it goes inside, but I'm pretty sure that's also metal in there as well. Everything else around it, so the pump itself's plastic, this framing's plastic, and then the whole receiver and grip here are plastic as well. So you know, it still weighs pretty good. You know, you could definitely feel the weight on the bottom since most of the metal's in the front, so when you definitely aim, you'll feel that extra weight. But I mean, this is just a really good looking shotgun. This thing I was just in love with for a while. Even as a kid growing up playing like San Andreas and Vice City, they had this shotgun. Man, it was just a beast. I loved it, and I've always wanted to get an Airsoft version of it, which I never got around to it until I came across this one. But you can see in there, that's the 3 barrels in there for the tri-shot. And this one, the difference is with the Tokyo Marui, they do have like a charging handle here, but this one doesn't have that. I'm not too sure if the Marui has that folding stock, which I wish this thing had it. I mean, that'd be such an awesome feature. I kind of was hoping that, you know, maybe they would make these with that, but I know with these shotguns in general, they don't really make a lot of these at all. I don't really know a whole lot of other companies that make them. I mean, they probably did make some back in the day, but, you know, I'm sure those companies don't bother with it anymore. But anyway, so going back here to take a look at some features for this shotgun. So over here by the trigger, you can see that little button there. So clicking in and out. So right now it's in fire mode. You press it the other way. That's the safety, locks up the trigger. Now this is kind of cool. With this little lever here, this is going to be what's opening this little compartment for the shell. So basically you can actually like lock this in place so you don't accidentally flick it by pushing out this way just a little bit. So now if I push it down, it's not going to go anywhere. But if I want to take the shell out, push this in a little bit, you see it go in, and then flick it down, and then the compartment flies right open and flings out the shell. So that's kind of cool. So, you know, I kind of thought of this at first being like something that might get in the way if you're actually trying to like play Airsoft, but no, it's actually got its own little feature to keep it locked in. So, you know, I can do it with one hand if I need to. So if I need to push it in, take that shell out, you know, done and done. And then same thing, if I could just push it in with one hand and then push it in all the way. Or I think it's the other way actually, so you have to pull it this way. But yeah, so now it's not going to go anywhere. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was interesting. And let's see what else here. You know, I guess the craftsmanship on this metal here looks really nice too. Again, with this, it's all metal. The cool thing is I noticed with this little screw here, this portion actually comes out. So you can actually fit like a really aggressive, like, you know, like a part of a barrel, like a barrel extension on here, or even a suppressor. I feel like you can do that because it looks like this, because this little piece is metal itself, so you can actually unscrew it and probably put some kind of a barrel extension there, so that's kind of cool. And then, yeah, you can see everything's mainly made out of that polymer. So we'll kind of show you how this is loaded up here. So we'll go ahead and push that in to make sure we could open that compartment. So we got one of the little red shells here, so you can see it's 3x10 round shot, shell type magazine, and then caution. So this is what it's looking like here up close. And then you could use that speed loader to speed load some BBs in there. So you can kind of see that little that tube in there. That's where all the where the spring is to, you know, push the air through the barrel. So you can go ahead and slide that in. Let me see if you guys can see that a little. So that's what it's going to look like inside. So you slide that in, close the top, and you are good to go. So you can see that's what it looks like with the with that little piece in there, with the cartridge in there. So I mean, it's pretty sweet. Couple of things, I guess, on from my point of view on the gun. I think it's amazing. You know, the FPS is a little bit on the weaker side with 0.2 gram BBs. It's set in the manual right around 240, 250 feet per second, which isn't too bad. I don't expect it to be all out crazy strong, but you know, it's still it's a spring shotgun. This is not a gas powered one, so of course it's not going to be the strongest thing in the world, and FPS are going to be, it's going to be somewhat consistent. You know, it also depends on the weight of the BB that you use. Another thing I'm going to mention on this, just from using it a few times, with the pump itself, when you pump the shotgun to go lock the spring back, it's definitely a pretty heavy spring. I definitely gotta mention that. If you plan on using this as like a beginner type airsoft, maybe if you're younger, I mean, maybe if you're like a kid or something, I could see the pumping part being difficult because it is a pretty heavy pump. You know, it's definitely, like, even right there I barely got it in, but I'm kind of sitting at a weird angle, so, but you know, it's, see, I can't even, I got to do it from a different angle here. But yeah, so you know, with this thing, it's pretty awesome, but the only thing is with that pump, and on top of the grip itself being really slippery to begin with. So it's kind of, you know, that's kind of the flaw that I have, in my opinion. It's like, it's a little bit awkward, even for just target practice or something. You're like, ah, crap, you know, I loaded 3 BBs in, but I didn't cock it back, so now I have to load 3 more to get it shoot out, you know. So, you know, that's kind of an issue you might come across with this. But again, this is kind of for maybe like in the middle grade for airsofters, not for beginners. You can, I mean, I don't see why not, but you know, if you don't have the muscle to move it consistently without getting, you know, yeah, it's pretty dang heavy. but yeah, definitely something I wouldn't recommend to, like, you know, to younger kids. But anyway, I think that's just a really small thing. You know, it gets mass kudos for, you know, appearance. I like how it's built. It's built just, I don't know, it looks very well built to me. Like, the finish on it is excellent. You know, I like that they included some metal components in there, because usually with shotguns they'd like to keep everything like damn near close to plastic. But usually the barrels would be probably the only thing that's metal. But you know, it's whatever. For $47, you can't really expect a lot. I mean, the retail on this is about like $60, so it's nothing crazy, and don't really expect anything crazy about this thing. But another thing, actually, I don't know if you guys see this, but they have their Spas 12 logo by Franchise, and then you got some other badging on here, some serial numbers, and of course, it's made in China, so quality right there is, you know, somewhat pretty good for China. And then right there you have ASG logo with the caliber BB that it fires. This button right here, it's nothing there, it's just part of the molding, so there's nothing really of use there. And then I think from what it looks like on this, you can actually change this grip out, because there is a bolt in here to either tighten or loosen it, or could take the pistol grip out completely. I don't know if that's even doable with this one, because I know this has like a weird body style, so I can't really imagine anything being compatible with it. But, and the sights one more time, so it's not like a bracket sight, it's like a a circular sight. You know, these are always kind of weird to me, but again, it's a shotgun, so it's not like, you know, in real life there's that much accuracy. Just kind of point and shoot, and whatever it hits, it hits. But I mean, that's kind of me touching on a little bit about this this Spas 12 by ASG. My opinion, for how cheap it is and for how good it looks, the price is worth it, 100%. I wouldn't even, you know, turn a blind eye on it. I mean, if you want Tokyo Maru and you want to spend that $200+, by all means. But if you're, you know, low budget, kind of, you know, on a budget like myself, you know, I don't have that much money to be buying things that expensive. That right there for me is more than perfect. You know, I'm definitely happy with this product, and I'd recommend it to you guys. I picked it up at Evic, and I think you guys should definitely take a look and pick it up as well. I'd maybe see if they have sales and then just go for it. But other than that, I kind of feel like I touched on as much as I could on this. If you guys think I missed something, or if you have more questions on the Spas 12, definitely let me know, and then I'll do my best to answer. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out, guys. If you like the video, definitely like it. You like my content, subscribe. I have tons more coming your way, so you know, you'll be in for a treat. There's gonna be a lot more coming down the pipeline. So I mean, other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.